Welcome back. We've been teaching you the tricks of negotiating, and joining me now is Todd Merrill, owner of Todd Merrill Antiques, one of my favorite sources here in New York City, who's going to share some secrets, because I thought this would be interesting to know, from the other side of the cash register, and help you get the highest price for merchandise that you're trying to sell. So Todd, welcome. Nice to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. So, what is the first step that you should take when you have something that you want to sell?
You want to be aware of the market trend. Right now the trend is for modern, so if you have something modern, that's going to be a great thing to sell. You want to find out what you have. You go to a qualified dealer, auction house, an appraiser, and you find out what it is, and you get a market value for it. And you
Do people like come into your store carrying stuff, going
all the time?
Do they really?
And I get probably 20 pictures a day via email.
Really?
People just trying to find out what they have.
Okay.
Sometimes I want to buy it, so I make them an offer. Sometimes we refer them to a specialist or an auction house because it's something that we just don't sell.
Okay. So for people around the country who aren't in New York City, I mean, obviously with email you can be anywhere and you want to, but if there's a local antiques dealer who's well-known with a good reputation, that's not annoying to them to show them photos?
That's good. That's how they buy their stuff. They want to hear from you. They want to see your pictures. And absolutely, feel free to send them to me.
Okay. I'd like to see your pictures too, by the way, just as a side note. I like that stuff. So we actually have somebody here with an item that they're looking to sell, and Todd is going to help them figure out how to price it. So where's Kat? Hi, Kat.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Nice to see you. So what are you selling us today?
So I have a vase and a bowl that have been in my family for a while, and I don't really know much about them, but it doesn't really go with my decor, so I'm kind of interested to sell them.
Okay. Okay. Todd?
Well,
modern, so we're in good
absolutely,
shape so far.
yeah. And I mean, it's apparent right away, it's Italian glass from the 40s or 50s. It's really pretty, which means that
See, when you say stuff like that, I just want to buy it right away. Todd Merrill's like, it's Italian glass from the 40s and 50s. I'm like, okay, how much? All right, so, sorry, please go ahead.
The first thing you want to do is check out if there's a signature on it, and this one is not signed. Sometimes they have paper labels, and the paper labels would wash off.
Okay.
This was probably originally labeled Murano, Italy. That one, I have a feeling, is... There's nothing on the bottom of that, is there?
No, I don't think so.
But I have a feeling that this one is like Barovier Toso, which is one of the makers in Murano.
Okay.
This is actually probably a really good piece of glass, so I would say it's, you know, you take no less than $1,000 for it.
Wow.
And this one is a very nice piece as well, and this is probably $300 to $400 for this, just based on its decorative value and its heft and its size.
Now, is that New York, or is that everywhere?
I would say that, you know, if you walked into any shop around the country, you're going to have to pay $400 or $500.
$400 or $500. I think this is a beautiful piece. It has not. What does your house look like that you don't want these things? And now, do you want these things, knowing that we've got $1,500?
Now I do want them. No. It's just not very modern. So.
Okay, so it's just not your style.
Yeah, just not my style.
Okay. Well, I think that's great. Is there a great time for everyone to sell? Because we just talked with Alexa about when is a great time to buy. But what are the better times to try and sell
There's
your
kind of a
stuff?
seasonal schedule to selling. So furniture sells well in the spring and in the fall. Jewelry and small things sell well around the holidays. And summer is the right time to have an estate on-site auction, a garage sale, or, you know, yard sale kind of thing.
Okay, interesting. That's really great to know. So how should sellers approach buyers? What is the way that you think is the most effective when somebody walks in the door or sends you something? What about their demeanor or what about their line of questioning is the right way to do it?
Well, first of all, it's good to have a lot of information about your item to provide the person who's going to buy it, because that helps them, may increase the price, in fact, because you know the provenance, you know the history, you know a little about it, where they got it. That's something that's going to help you.
So do your homework before you do it.
Yeah,
okay.
It'll help you get more money. And then I think that you want to keep the conversation in a really polite way. You don't want to come in and blurt out just a big price right away. You know, you sort of want to listen and have feedback. But
we're back to Alexa's dance.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same as the dance of negotiation, but it's
exactly right.
It's a more elegant way of being. You don't want to just barge in and say, I want this for this, are you interested?
Yeah, and it's a good idea to have done your homework and to know what you think it's really worth, because that way you never get taken advantage of. And I would also recommend going to 2 or more dealers to get a few different offers and feels, and also a trust level for who you're selling it to, so you know you're getting the best price.
Does it bother you if somebody came into Todd Merrill and said, hey, I was just down the street and this person offered me X, what would you pay for it?
If I think I could still make money on it and it's a fair price, absolutely.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. Well, I want to thank Todd Merrill for joining me today, and for more details on how to get the most for your merchandise, like your merchandise right here, which are you going to sell this stuff?
No.
No? It was was worth so much money we talked her out of it. So for more details, visit thenateshow.com. We'll be right back. Thank you, Todd. Nice job.